Namaste and welcome to today's yoga class. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm delighted that you're here. Today's class is all about stretching the backs of the legs and our hips. If you suffer from back pain or tension in your back, the chances are it's probably caused by tension in your hips. Okay, so today, and also your hamstrings, so these muscles down the back of your legs, and your glutes. Okay, so a lot of back pain is actually a secondary effect of tightness in the lower body. So we're going to work on alleviating that tightness today and help you feel really relaxed. Let's get going. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Ground the feet. Another deep breath in. Exhale. And again. Exhale. Wonderful. Hand on your hips, stretching to one side, hand to the ceiling. Breathe. Shoulders relaxed. And down. Other side. And bringing it down. Wonderful. This time arms up. Inhale, tiptoe. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it here. Oh, my balance is off today. And exhale. Wonderful. Separate the feet. Bringing the arms up. One more. Good. To the side. Remember, we're trying to open this side of the body. So rather than facing forward, try and begin to open the upper body. Good stuff. Hands together. And lean to one side, keeping those shoulders down. And over. Lovely. From here, hands on your hips. Nice straight back. Just hinge at the back. Legs are nice and straight. And just gently touch the floor with your fingertips. Hold it here. Drop the head so it's a little bit heavy. If it feels too intense, bring the feet in closer together. And shuffle the feet a little bit more if you want to. Just move the hips from side to side. Just sink into those hips a little bit. And softening the knees, rolling through the back, all the way up, through the hips, up, up, up. And exhale down. Wonderful. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. Turn one foot outwards, bringing the arm up, and see how far you can bring your body down whilst facing forward. So we're just stretching into the side of the body. And come up gently, bringing that foot in, turning the other foot out, and same thing, tilting over into Trikonasana. Slowly coming up, good stuff. One more time, we're going to face both feet forward, hinging at the waist, coming over, and drop the hands down, drop the head down, hold it here. Move the hips from side to side. Alright, so what I would like you to do now is to place your hands on the floor and bring your feet in a tiny bit so that you can slowly bring your hips down and sit in this squat position. Now for some of you, this will feel difficult, it will feel intense, and your hips might be up here. That's fine. Just see how far you can go now, because then when we do this at the end of the session, you'll have something to monitor yourself by, okay? So wherever you are, just breathe into it, pushing your knees back, using your arms. Try and stay upright, so try not to, roll your back. You want to stay upright, okay? And exhale, push the hips up, lovely. Okay, I'm going to turn to show you. From here, I want you to just keep your feet hip width apart, drop your head down, and I really want you to breathe into the back of the legs, okay? So really begin to bring your awareness to your legs, to the backs of your legs, and thinking about how they feel at the moment. Do you need to, because you want to make sure your knees are over your feet, okay? So you might need to do like a rotation in your legs in order to straighten your ankles, your knees, your hips. So just pay attention to your body and your body alignment. If you can get your hands flat on the floor, great. If not, don't worry. And just try and bring your chest as close to your legs as you can do, okay? Remember, it's not a competition. This is all about self-development and practice. So bringing the chest as close to the knees as possible, but also making sure that you're not pushing your weight back. Your weight should be slightly more forward and evenly distributed. If it feels too intense, bend your knees and straighten. Okay, so everybody, bend the knees, straighten, bend the knees, straighten, bend the knees, straighten, bend the knees, straighten. Well done. Bring your left foot about 1 foot or 2 feet behind the front foot. Keep them both straight and keep them facing forward, okay? Use your hands to support you, and I want you to feel an even stretch, okay? So really, the work that you're doing here is to do with your hips and keeping your hips forward, okay? So coming back down. Try not to twist the hips to the right or twist them to the left. You want to keep so that front foot should be pulled back. Pull it back. And bring the feet back together and swap. So this time bring your right foot back. Again, keeping the hips facing forward. You don't want to twist one way or the other way. We're trying to get our alignment as straight as possible. Sucking that left leg back into its socket. Keeping it all straight, holding it here. Well done. Okay, bring the feet back to the front of the mat. Bring your left foot back into a lunge. Drop the knee. And now I want you to have your knee over the foot a tiny bit so that you really get to push into the hips, okay? Don't bounce. I was just showing you. Holding it here. Keeping your chin up, breathe. And then slowly bring your hands onto your thighs and try and lengthen your tailbone, okay? Just see how it feels. Breathe. Breathe into your hips, breathe into the legs, and drop the hands down. Let's just push onto that back heel. So we have a wide triangle now, facing forward. Holding it here. And bending the knee forward and then coming back. Bending the knee forward and coming back. One more time. Bending the knee forward and coming back. Wonderful. Bring that left foot back to the front. Bring your right foot back into a lunge. Knee down, and remember this knee, the left knee, is slightly over the ankle, just so we can sink into these hips, keeping your chin up. Well done. And slowly coming up, sitting into it. Ooh. Again, don't just allow your hips to just fully sink. You want to make sure that you're keeping your hips square. Okay, lovely. Hands on the mat and coming up into that wide triangle. Holding it here. Both legs are nice and straight. Well done. Breathe into those legs. Okay, now we're going forwards and back. Remember, it's perfectly normal for one side to feel stiffer or tighter than the other. One more time. And back. Well done. Bringing the feet together, holding it here. So now sink once again. Bring your chest as close to your legs as you can. Hold on to your ankles if you want to. Just sink, 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 sink. If you can touch the floor, take your 2 fingers and just wrap them around your toes, your big toe. Elbows come outwards and you just bring yourself closer down. Feel the stretch through your lower back and tailbone. Really feel that it's being pulled. Suck that tailbone under. Bring your body as close to your legs as you can. Keeping that head really nice and heavy. Well done. Okay, bend the knees. Rest your tummy on your legs, on your thighs, and just allow the stretch to work through your glutes. Hands on the floor, straighten the legs, bring the left leg up to the ceiling, keeping, well, not the ceiling, let's just do a 90-degree angle, keeping the hips square. Bringing the hands forward slightly more. Lift that leg up a bit more. Opening the hips. Whoops. Open the hips. Open the hips. So now I'm opening up to the left and I'm bringing my heel towards my right bum cheek. Allow that stretch to work through your hips. Bring that foot back and let's bring that leg down. Same thing on the other side. Start by just lifting the leg 90 degrees, holding it here, settle, and then lifting that leg higher to the side, and then bend that leg and bring it to your left cheek. So you want your right heel to come as close to your left cheek as possible. Feel the stretch. And down. Well done. Pushing, so now I want your legs to be straight, but I want your arms to be in front as if your arms are dragging, okay? And just get that stretch going in your back. Okay, lean the hands forward, well done. So now I'm in a sort of all 4 position with my hands and my legs, and I'm just going to rock forwards and back very, very gently, just to ease off the tension in the back of my legs, and also to wake up the muscles around my knees. Okay, tiptoe, roll. Tiptoe, roll, tiptoe, roll, tiptoe, hold the tiptoe here, bending the knees if you need to, and relax. Well done everybody, still staying down. Woo. Feels good. Alright, next thing we're going to do now is, I'm going to shuffle forward slightly. What you're going to do is bring our left leg back into a lunge again, drop the leg down, and this time I'm going to bring my foot, my right foot outside of the mat so that I'm in a wide-legged pose, okay? So one leg is outside of my mat. Keeping the upper body upright. Breathe. Remember to listen to your body, work with your body, only do what is possible for you. And then that foot, I want you to roll it onto the outside edge of your foot, like so. And then I want you to roll it in, okay? Rolling it out. Now remember to only do what is comfortable for you. One more time. And that's it. Holding it here. And if you are comfortable enough to do so, you could bring your back leg up and clip onto it if you want to, but you can skip this stage if you don't want to do it. And slowly bring it down. Well done everybody. Okay, bringing the knee back and swapping legs. So now we're bringing the left leg forward and the right leg is back. Shuffle your left leg so that it's outside of the mat. Can you see? Okay, so my left leg is outside of the mat. Keeping myself nice and upright, sinking the hips. And come onto the left side of your foot and then onto the inside of your foot. And the outside and the inside. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. Good. Holding it here. And very good. Bring the knees back together, pushing back. Give yourself a good stretch. You should feel that your hips and your legs feel a lot looser. Okay, come up onto Vajrasan, so sitting on your legs, and I want you to very carefully bring one leg in front. You are sitting on your opposite foot, so I'm sitting on my left foot, my right leg is in front. I'm just going to very, very carefully bend over and hold on to my foot, maybe even give it a little massage while I'm here, but the main thing is to breathe. Well done. And then slowly bring your hips up, up, like so. Then turn to the side, holding it here. Crawling over to the other side. Turning to face the opposite way. And then slowly bringing yourself back to sit on the opposite foot. So I'm now sat on my right foot. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to lower myself down, massage my foot, hold on to it. Just wherever feels like you need to press in your body, just listen to your body, do that, follow your body's instructions. And coming Ah, well done. Okay, coming off your foot, and I want you to bring your feet together into Titliasan, which we've done many, many times, so you know exactly how to do it. Bring your feet in as much as you can, and just give your wings a good flap. Sitting nice and tall. Right, so the next posture I want to practice is called pigeon, which some people find very difficult, and you just have to work with your body and listen to your body. Just rock forward and back, because sometimes there are postures that take a lot of practice to be able to do properly, and pigeon is one of those postures. So we'll come onto all four. And then what we're doing is you bring, so I'm going to start with my right leg because I find it easier. And I'm bringing my foot across so that my foot is here, my knee is here, and I'm going to slide back and sit. So I'm going to try and get my bum cheek on the mat. But the key is to just kind of listen to your body. Don't do anything that feels uncomfortable. And the more you relax, the easier it will be. So try and relax. Looking up if you can. Bringing that back leg out a bit more if you can. Bringing that right hip back so that you're squaring yourself off a bit more. And then if you can come down onto your elbows. Good. Oh, I just remembered with the other posture we didn't do the other leg. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Okay, up we come. Tuck that foot under, lift up your hip and bring yourself back into Bellydance. Just stretch it out. Try and get those heels on the ground. Ideally, you want them on the ground. Hips up. And then very, very slowly come back onto all fours. And then bring your left leg to the front. So bringing your foot across the mat. Bringing your back leg, or right leg in my case, bring it back, bring it back. Now I find this side much more difficult. My left side is not as flexible as my right side. So I'm going to have to concentrate more and breathe deeper. But the key is to keep the hips forward, okay? So try and ensure when you're positioning yourself that your hips are facing forward, okay? They're not twisted. And then work at sinking. So it's better to get the position correct and then sink rather than just sink into the wrong position. Bring that back leg back a bit more. And if you can bring yourself down, feel free. Breathe. And tuck the foot under. So bring your hands together if you can. Tuck that foot under and push back into the same Bellydance that we were doing, except my arms are in dolphin. If that feels too challenging for you, you can stay in a regular Bellydance. tiptoe, and down, tiptoes, down, tiptoe. Hold the tiptoe. Very good. Coming back down onto all fours, Vajrasan. So we want to just also stretch out the thighs because they get very tight. So just sit where you are and lean back slightly with your hands facing your body, pointing towards your body, and just lift your hips up slightly until you feel a comfortable stretch. Breathe. And bringing yourself up. Hold it here. Arms up. Locking the hands. Straightening your spine. As if someone is stretching your tail down but your crown up. Arms out. Well done. And to finish, we're going to just separate the legs. Try and keep them flat on the floor. Crawl your hands forward. Hold it here. Keeping the legs flexed. Elbows down if you can. Push through the hips a bit more. Over to one side. And gently over onto the other side. Shaking the legs out. Bringing them together. Deep breath in. And brown. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope your legs and your hips feel much more relaxed. So just to test it out, we're just going to end with the same posture we did at the beginning. Try it out and you should feel that your hips feel much more comfortable and relaxed. Thank you so much for joining me and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.